So, um, as you can see, these journal videos are just raw, unedited, uncut. It is what it is. And it's not that this is better than anybody else's. I don't feel like, well, I'm superior because I'm doing my thing my way. No, I'm doing my thing my way because this is what works for me. Since I started recording videos this way, I've been more consistent and I've done it many times a week. So the point when you want to put content out, the point is to put it out regularly, consistently. And this is the way that works for me. So that's why I'm doing it. But I was flipping through social media a little bit ago and was invited to like somebody's page. And while I pretty much agreed with, the things she was posting, everything looked so polished and perfect. Like it made me think of like walking through a mall and the window dressings are the ultimate luxury. And there's nothing wrong with us making our lives comfortable. But I think we're in a time when what's really important for us to realize is who we are matters more than what we have. And that's one of the reasons I quit trying to do online dating, because most of the men I met there, their initial contact with me was to tell me about all the stuff they had. And I think you're doing yourself a disservice to do that. Because what kind of person are you expecting to catch? And if you are looking for that kind of person, that says things about you too. So, I'm gathering all kinds of information. You value your stuff a great deal. And some of these people were divorced. So you've already been on the merry-go-round and you've come out and these are your values. Like when we're young, okay, we think, I want to have this, I want to do that, I want my life to be like da-da-da. What I'm saying is it's okay for us to want nice stuff. I've surrounded myself with comfort, things that I wanted. That's normal. That's okay. But I'm just thinking like when we're talking about we want to encourage and inspire and empower one another to live our best lives. If every image we put out there is the perfect scenery, candles and pillows and the best of the best clothing, the best of the best furniture, are we trying to sell stuff? All this manifestation talk. And an old verse comes to my mind. What does it really profit you to gain the whole world only to lose your soul? We're living in a time where we are so disconnected from nature, from our true selves, our true identities, that we are miracles. We are walking miracles. We are, sorry, my nose is very, well, what does that mean when your nose itches? You're going to go someplace? Woo! I am going to go someplace later today. I'm going to go and copy my house key. I need some copies. Anyway, for one thing, there have been moments when I locked myself out of the house. Okay? I was mowing my yard and locked myself out. But that's not the point. My point is, like, it's okay to have nice things. What's not maybe the healthiest is if we think that we've really arrived, or we've really stepped into our power if we have managed to surround ourselves with fancy stuff and luxurious stuff, and we're dressed to the nines, we're dressed to the hilt, we got all the stuff. When I watched video after video after video of mountainsides being washed away in North Carolina, and I'm sure the water brought devastation in other places as well, it made it very evident to me that everything we have can be swept away in an instant. You can be minding your own business, going out into the world to shine your light and do a good thing and just be good and help and do. And all of the sudden, somebody can sideswipe you and take you out, like the permanent takeout. Or, anything. You can, there can be health crisis, there can be all kind of crisis. And what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, I want to be able to weather the storms of life. I want to have peace in the midst of in the eye of the hurricane. I want to have peace. I want to be grounded and centered in myself, knowing inwardly who I am at my core and that I am beloved, I am a miracle, and live or die, because we're all gonna, kick the bucket one day and move on to the next big adventure. You think about all the things that are happening around the world, and I think about stories I've read from people in the past, the devastation they've lived through, the Diary of Anne Frank, other people, I can't think. I'm thinking, Corrie ten Boom, her story about letting go, forgiving, and just choosing love anyway, even though she experienced monstrous, horrific things. We always get to choose. Just incredible stories, and reminded that we all have this power to choose. And sometimes people in the face of devastation, in the face of extreme crisis, they're like, I'm throwing in the towel, I'm out of here, and they choose to kick the bucket out from under themselves. And maybe it's just so grievous and tragic. And I'm just saying, I would like to see us become more fortified. I would like to see us become more grounded. I would like to see us become more stable. And I know that we can. Each one of us has an inner guidance system, and we need to learn to tune into that. And to realize we're not just coloring book pages. We're not supposed to be positive all the time. Sometimes I'm positively pissed off. Sometimes we need to learn to flow, to ride with the waves of life that come at us. And we need to ride the waves of our own emotions and let it be, let it come to pass. And let's learn to do it without being destructive. You don't need to go on social media and show everybody your crotch or what's up your nose. It's not everybody's freaking business. And we don't need to be destructive in the way of, um, I'm just honest. I'm just telling it like it is. And then cutting everybody's heads off in the process. Everybody is on their own journey and experiencing. I'm sorry. Hey, quit. Goodness. I rubbed coconut oil on his dry skin and now he's trying to lick it all off. It's very rude. I'm trying to help him and but also it's kind of, I've heard enough licking. Anyway, what's important, the self-care is important. The knowing your value and knowing your worth is not about how many assets you have. It's not about your 401k. It's about who you are, your character, how you tether yourself and ground yourself so that you're stable, so that you're capable of riding the waves of life, of, how do you face crisis and, find your balance? How do you experience your own dark night of the soul or just dark night of your life? And be present with yourself to love and comfort yourself through it, because there are not always people around you who are capable of doing that. Coming to really discover who you are at your core and understanding yourself and having more compassion and patience with yourself because you are honest and seeing, oh, this is where I really am. I have a lot of growing to do. I have a lot of room to grow. That's a good thing. Having room to grow is great. Realizing that you're in the process of growth takes off the burden of trying to be perfect all the time. I am in the process. Hey, shush with your licking. You're fine. Please, I beg you. He's like, Mom, you're bugging me. So anyway, I feel like, the world has gotten more and more and more intensely ridiculous. A lot of people experiencing all kinds of darkness, dark night of their lives, dark night of the soul. And the things to focus on are not, how can I get more money so I can have more, better, whatever? Because that's the dangling carrot in front of your face. When I have this, then I'll be stable. When I have that, then I'll be happy. Bullshit. You've got to be able to stabilize and get a grip in the midst of the shit. You've got to anchor in something bigger than you. And so those are just my thoughts. I'm not telling you how to be and what to do. I'm just looking at the stuff that's like, the stuff that's so trendy, look at me, I'm manifesting, gorgeous, a gorgeous house. I'm manifesting a gorgeous everything. And I'm just like, But this is not real growth, guys. It's buying stuff. It's buying power. If you're not manifesting depth of character, real mental, emotional, spiritual growth, I don't fucking care about the stuff that you have, because chances are you're going to continue to be a hurt person that hurts people. And we've had enough of that. In this day and age, in my opinion, we shouldn't be having any wars. How come we can't talk stuff out? What the actual F is going on? So this is why I'm like, we need to get tethered into something deeper. And to think that, well, like I said, it's okay to have stuff. I have stuff. I have stuff, and I want to, I want to paint my house. I want to fix my deck. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, but when I focus on those things, I drive myself friggin' crazy. I don't have any peace inside when that is my focus. Accumulating things, manifesting the next whoop-de-doo thing. God, I love my peace. I love my peace. I love knowing that I'm on my path and I am right where I need to be. Is everything perfect? No, it's not. It isn't. But I know how to create peace in my life. I know how, when everything's shaking around me, I know how to come back to center and get balanced and get into, get in alignment, get in tune again with the love and the peace that resides in me. Because there's something greater in me than just my physical body. There's something greater in you too. I'm sorry, my nose, I'm like, I think the thing is, if your nose is itching, you're going somewhere. If your hands are itching, you're going to get money. If your ears are itching, somebody's talking about you. But my nose is driving me nuts. And actually, I am going to go somewhere very soon. I'm going to Gatlinburg. It's going to be fun. Anyway, this is long and rambly, and I probably have repeated myself a million times over or something. But anyway, it's my journal, and I could do what I want. So, my goals should not look like your goals. They should look like mine. They should be in alignment with my values. And they are. They are. I didn't arrive at these thoughts and beliefs overnight. But a person who's growing should have the ever-evolving thoughts and beliefs. That's important. If you're not growing, then chances are you may have plateaued or become stagnant. And I have smelled stagnant water, and I can tell you, it smells like sewage. Not pleasant, my friend. I don't want my life to smell like that. I know people who are stagnant in some areas of their lives. It's kind of sad. But it's also not my business, I'm like, well, you're allowed to, these are choices you've made, and you're allowed to do what you want to do. I'm not going to hang out in this space with you, because it's not my space. It's not my groove. And, I still am in connection with those people to some degree, but it's limited because of we're just in different places, and that's okay. I still love them, it's okay. So anyway, again, enough of my rambling.